Hello guys, so in today's video we're talking about completing the square method. Completing the square method is a method used when factorization cannot work in solving a quadratic equation. So today we'll be solving quadratic equations that cannot be factorized. They can only be solved using completing the square method. So now let's proceed. Now the first question says find the roots of the quadratic equation x squared minus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now let's check if this quadratic equation can be factorized. In our previous video we talked about how to solve quadratic equation using factorization method. So I'll drop it in the description box below and check it out. So we have x squared minus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. Using factorization, we will multiply this and this, giving us that this and this, giving us minus 1x squared. Now after that, we'll now look for two numbers that will multiply each other to give minus 1x squared and add each other to give minus 5x squared. Now if we check, there are no two numbers that can satisfy these two conditions. So what are we going to do? We are going to use completing the square method because factorization cannot work. So when using completing the square method, the first thing we are going to do is that, so our equation is x squared minus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is our quadratic equation. So normally the first step is to make the coefficient of x squared 1. So the coefficient of x squared in this quadratic equation is already 1. So we are going to skip that step. But if the coefficient of x squared was not 1, what we are going to do is that we are going to divide all through by the coefficients. Let's say the coefficient was 2. We'll divide all through by 2 to make the coefficient of x squared 1. So that will be the first step if the coefficient of x squared was not 1. So now what we are going to do next is that we'll move the constants, which is this, to the right hand side. So we'll have x squared minus 5x is equal to 1. Moving it here, we'll get 1. So now the next thing is that we are going to find half of the coefficient of x and square it. So what do I mean by that? What is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is minus 5. So we'll find half of minus 5 and square it. So minus 5 over 2, that is half of it, and we'll now square it. So that's all we'll have. So now after we finish solving that, we'll now attach what we have. We'll add it to both sides. So we'll have x squared minus 5x minus 5 over 2. Okay, this plus minus, let me write it where. So plus minus 5 over 2 equal to plus 1 plus minus 5 over 2. Okay, these are squares. Squares are here, yes. So now this is what we have. The reason why we did this was to make this part a perfect square. We have made this a perfect square. We can factorize this now. Now we can be able to factorize this. For us, when we factorize it, we are not going to go through the long process of factorizing. What we are just going to do is that we'll pick the ones we square, that is this and this, and we'll now put them all square. So we'll have x squared minus 5 over, okay, x minus 5 over 2 all squared. So this is what we are going to be having. So this is just it. When we factorize this, so we'll now be having equal to plus 1 plus minus 5 over 2 all squared. So now the next thing is that we'll find the square of this. So we have x minus 5 over 2 all squared is equal to 1 plus, our square of this is 25 over 4. So we'll find the LCM of this. This is 4. So 4 goes here, we'll have 4 plus 4 goes here, we have 1. 1 times 25, we have 25. So this is going to be 29 over 4. So and this is x minus 5 over 2 all squared. So now x minus 5 over 2 all squared is equal to 29 over 4. X minus 5 over 2 all squared is equal to 29 over 4. Our aim is to find the roots. The roots of the equation is x. So we'll find the value of x. Those are the roots of the equation. So for us to find the value of x, we have to eliminate this square. Eliminating the square, we'll have square, we'll find the square root of both sides. So this will cancel. So we'll have x minus 5 over 2 equal to plus or minus square root of 29 over 4. When you square root this part, you always have to add your plus or minus. That is very important. So have x is equal to, taking this over here, is 5 over 2 plus or minus square root of 29 over 4. So now if you look at this now, this is our value of x. Remember, in quadratic equation we always have two roots. So if you look at this, we have two roots, which are x is equal to 5 over 2 plus square root of 29 over 4, or x is equal to minus x is equal to 5 over 2 minus square root of 29 over 4. So we're having x is equal to 5 over 2, square root of 4 is 2. So we just have square root on top of this one. So have 5 over 2 plus square root of 29 over 2. So x is equal to 5. Find the LCM of this is 2. So 2 goes here, we have 5 plus 2 goes here, we have 1. 1 times this, we have square root of 29. So our values of x are 5 plus square root of 29 over 2, or 5 minus square root of 29 over 2. So these are our values of x.